Welcome back to Boomer's Playground, and today we're gonna continue on with the Odin projects, and today's is going to be the calculator project. So we come in here, you can read all this stuff. Make sure to focus on this part. Personally, I didn't even know about this eval function, but don't use it. And you can, if you click on this link, it'll take you to the documentation, and then it's gonna explain to you why you shouldn't use it. And then this new function, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't plan on using either of those anyways. So the assignment, pretty straightforward. It's calculator. I'm not going to do the get stuff. You guys definitely should, but I'm not gonna. We just want add, subtract, multiply, divide. We know we have a function called operates. It takes an operator, which that's just plus, minus, division, subtraction, and then the two numbers, that you want to call. So we're going to create just the basic HTML. They say don't worry about the JS yet. I kind of wanted to do the calculator in JS, like the actual HTML elements, but we can just do them via HTML. Create the functions that populate the display when you click the numbers, blah, 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 make the calculator work. So, I mean, this is all pretty straightforward. I'll let you guys if you guys want to read through all the little things, but really it's just, they just want you to make it so that when you click these buttons, like this updates and then, it does what it's supposed to do. So we're kind of shooting for something like this. We're not going to worry about all of this, extra stuff. We're just doing the standard, just the for, and then clear. I'm not going to do percentage or these, quotes, or not quotes, but parens or whatever. We're just going to start with the basic stuff. So this really isn't about creating the most perfect calculator. It's really just about knowing how to work with JavaScript. So let's get to it. So we can jump in there, and then we'll open up this again. If use whatever you're using. If you're using Sublime, use that. If you're using Atom, well, probably don't use that because they're actually killing Atom. Because Microsoft now owns, so Atom is GitHub's text editor. Microsoft now owns GitHub, and Microsoft has Visual Studio Code, so they're gonna stop supporting Atom, and they are gonna only support Visual Studio Code. So. But the whole point of this is don't worry about what I'm using for the tools. Use whatever tools you are using and get good with those tools, and you will be just as fast as it appears like I am. I only look fast because I've been using this for quite a while, and I was using Vim for pretty much the whole time that I was coding at my job. So that's the only reason I look fast, is because I've been using these tools for 4 years. So don't switch tools because you see me using something else. Stick with what you're using and get good with it, and you'll be just as fast, if not faster, than I am. So that's just my little PSA. All right. So I guess we'll just do our standard. Oh, that's not what we want. Do this. We have calculator. We'll get rid of that. And then we'll just do our script tag. Give us our JS right there. And then we'll do container. Oh, hello. And then let's do a div. We'll do class of row. And then we'll have 4 things in there. And let's just do, these will be buttons. And then we'll have 4 rows of these. And so I just want to talk about a little design decision here. And so I've only seen a couple of these. I've only gone over code from a couple people who have done this and asked in the Discord groups that I'm in. But it seems like some people will you know, make the class whatever the value is, you know, which that's not bad. But classes really should be for styling only. And for something like grabbing the digit or the number, we can either, we're going to get an event when you click on it, and we'll be able to find like what's in the HTML. But what I'll do is I'm going to do a data attribute, and we'll do something like data value, and then it'll be whatever the thing is. I can't remember if it has to be a string or not, but we'll find out when we do that. And then this way, this will be super easy for me to grab whatever the true value is, you know, in the div. And the cool thing about these data attributes is you can name these whatever you want, right? And then what you'll see often once you get into the real world is when you're writing tests, a lot of times you'll see data test, and the reason you'll see this, and this will be whatever it is, the reason you see that is, you know, CSS changes, and whoa, what happened here? Row container. All right, whatever. I did not like that. Oh, it's because I didn't have closing tags here. But no, sorry. So yeah, the you know, those data tests that I was just talking about, you'll see that a lot because class names, you'll change those pretty frequently, or maybe not frequently, but you will change them when you're like redesigning the site or something. And if you do that, your test will break. So you have these data attributes that you'll use strictly for testing, and that will make it so your tests don't ever really break if you have to change anything, which is really, really nice. So yeah, so that's why that was my design decision. I'm not going to use classes for that. If you were gonna, that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with, I guess, I mean, I kind of think there's something wrong with it, but I really wouldn't worry about it too much. So, but yeah, whatever. All right, so we'll do 789 division. All right. 789, and then we'll do division because I don't know if there's actual key for that, and we'll do 456 multiplication. 456 multiplication, and then what is it? Minus, what is that? 32123. 1, 2, 3. We'll do plus, and then what's that? 0 period equals plus. Oh no. 0 period equals plus, and then we'll just do guess we could just do let's do clear right there. And we'll do container. I guess we'll just, the width, you can give it whatever width you want. I'm just trying to make it so it looks pseudo okay. Actually, I think we'll do row, and I think row, we'll want this to be display flex as well. We'll justify content center, and we'll do align items center. So this should align everything. Oh no, wait. Yeah, so here we'll do display flex as well. And then this, what this should do is this should make it so that it's in the center both vertically and horizontally. And then I'm just going to give them some arbitrary size. This really doesn't matter. Let's see what we got here. We got our calculator there. All right, so thinking this probably isn't what we wanted. Okay. Oh wait, they're going up and down. maybe... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so this is kind of ugly, but that's alright. I am not a designer. That is not my job. So we're just going to have an ugly calculator. And again, these videos are more for the JavaScript and like the thought process. So I would encourage you to, if you finished it, or if you, finish with this video, spend a little bit of time and try and make it pretty. Use like a framework or something, but I'm not gonna. So let's just we'll do div. We'll do row again, and then here we'll do we'll just do input, calc input, and then from here we could just do calc input. We could do width of 100%. And let's do background. Let's just kind of like a light gray. Yeah, I actually think that's a. Yeah, that's the one I want. Oh, yeah, you gotta give it. Let's see, height. All right. Oh, because that's going to go over the whole container. Alright, so let's do margin, auto 0. I don't think that's going to work though, yeah. So we have to do, we'll do width would be 100 view port width. Yeah, whatever. So let's see. So if this is 50, 50, 50, so it's 200. So let's just make it 200 pixels. All right, let's make it a little more. Oh, I bet you it's because of my stupid border there. So let's see. What is that? Box sizing, and we'll do border box. Yeah. So what box sizing border box does is if you don't set that, the box sizing does not include, so if you do like content box, it doesn't include margins or the border. So I don't know if you guys noticed when I didn't have it at border boxing, or border box, I put this at 200, but it doesn't line up. But if each of these are 50, that should be 200, right? Well, it's because of these, the borders. So we have, 1, 2, 3, actually, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I actually wonder, let's see if 208 would do it. Yeah, so you see that lines it up right there. But what you can do instead is you can just do box sizing border box, and then when you give it a width and then I give it a border, it's actually gonna account for this in this 50 pixels. So even if I give it like a border of 20, it's not gonna change the overall size of that. It's still gonna be 50 pixels wide, and then you'll see how like super small that is. So little CSS fun for you. Okay, so we got the basics. It's pretty rough. Let's actually do we'll do 100, and then this should be 400. Yeah, there we go. And then we can make this yeah, we'll do 100. Yeah, that looks a little better. All right, cool. So what do we want to do next? Okay, so first let's just get these these numbers or things showing up in this container up here. So that's going to be calc input. So let's do this. So we'll get document.query selector. We'll do calc input, and then let's do this. So we'll do data.value, and we'll just make that 7. And we're just gonna do 4 there. We'll do 5, 6. We'll do that. And again, I'm doing it this way, just I don't know, because I want to. And we'll do 3. And this one will be subtraction. That will be the period. And we'll do set equals, and we'll do plus sign, and then we're gonna grab u, and we will do clear. All right, so we have all this. Now the cool thing is because we made them all buttons, we can, you know, we can use the query selector all, grab them all, and then we can loop over them and give them event listeners, which is really nice. So here we'll do all buttons dot for each, and we'll do button, and we'll do button dot add event listener, and we'll do a click, and let's just console log E. So let's make sure this is working. Again, like I've told you guys, probably if you watch any of my other videos, there are some people who they can just code this out and they can think it through, and I'm just not one of those people. I need to make sure that everything is working kind of as I step through it. Okay, cool. So you'll see we get this, and then we should have a data value somewhere. So we have original target. I thought maybe not. Okay, well, we could just do like targets, attributes, data value. I thought there was like a data. Yeah, here we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, so we'll do target, we'll do data set, and then we'll get the value. Okay, so e.target.dataset.value. And then here we'll get 7, 8, 9. That guy. Okay, cool. So it looks like we're getting everything we want, so that's cool. So now, let's add them in here. All right. So if we click on that, let's take calc input dot inner text is going to equal that, and we'll do value. We'll do e.target.dataset.value. You don't have to create a variable like I did here, but it's one of those things when there's like a long lists like this, I don't want to keep typing this over and over and over, because that's just going to make it far more likely that I make a mistake. So, oh, yep, right there, perfect, okay. So we definitely want to up the font size, and we'll just do 30 pixels. We'll do text align, we'll do right, because that's almost, yeah, there we go. And we want to bring that down. I guess we could do, so if we get rid of that, we can do display flex, we could do justify content flex end, and we can do align items flex end as well. Yeah, cool. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we're getting those in there, but I don't want to replace it each time. If I do 8 and then 9, I want it to be 89. So the reason that that's happening is all we're doing is we're just saying, hey, whatever inner text is, just set it to this value. So we should be able to do something like this, and what this is going to do is just like in math, you know, so if we had like, you know, if we had counter equals 0, and then we do counter plus equals 1, it'll be 1, and then if we do it again, it'll be 2, 3, so on. Because when you do addition with strings, it's actually concatenation, so we're actually just adding to what's already there. So like if we press 8 the first time, and then we do 8 plus equals 7, this is actually going to concatenate it, because these are both, in our example, these are both strings, so it's going to concatenate it, it's not going to add them. And then you'll see here, so we kind of got that working. So that is awesome. So that will be our first little part. And, all right. Okay, so what we want to do now is, let's see, we'll do operate, and we're going to do operator, value 1, and we'll do value 2. And then, because what'll happen here is, let's do operators, and do that, we'll do that, we'll do that, and we'll do that. And I'm doing this in an array so that I can use the dot includes, and so that'll just make it a little easier. So yeah, that's gonna be, let's think this through. Okay, so if you press one of the operators, so plus, minus, subtraction, multiplication, I don't want to do anything until you hit equals. So maybe that isn't the best route. Okay, let's just do, let's just start with just 2 numbers, and we'll get that running. So let's see. So here we'll do if value equals that. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to separate the stuff. So let's do, all right, so we'll do if calc input dot inner text includes, and so we'll just do that, and then this is how we're going to kind of decipher which one it is, or which which math operator the person's trying to do. I'm sure there's probably a better way to do this, but so if that's the case, we will do, let's go, const, we'll split stuff, and we'll do calc.input.inner text.split, and we'll split it by whatever the operator is. And then what this should give us is, oh, come on. So what this is going to do is, let's say we have, you know, oh, I'll just refresh it. So if I do 89 times 65, and we come in here, and we see that it was this, what this will do is, this is going to give us an array separated by whatever the thing is. So this will give us an array that looks like, so we can do 89 times 65, and if we do a dot split by that, you'll see we get 89 and 65, so we have the two values that we need. And then what we can do is we can just do, we can call operate, and then we can do the operator, and then we can do split stuff 0, we do split stuff 1, and then this way we're passing in the values that we want, and then we know what mathematical operator we want to do. And then also, let's do if value equals clear. We can just take calc input.inner text, and we'll just make it nothing. So here we got all this. If we clear it, okay, cool. So we're good there. And let's just make sure, per usual, that this is working, and we'll do operator, value 1, value 2. But actually, yeah, so if value equals that, okay, so then you'll see here we got a minus sign, we got 78 and 36. So that's exactly what we're looking for. So all right. Okay, so we got that pretty good. So let's see. I mean, hell, let's just try val 1. I guess, oh, I wonder, yeah, we'll do string template literals, and we can do val 1, do operator, value 2, 1 times 2 equals 1 operator 2. Nope, so that's not what we wanted. Alright. I mean, what if we do val operator value 2? That can't be right. Yeah, that's what I figured. Alright. Oh, we're probably, because it's a string. God dang it. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so I guess we're just going to have to do some more if checks, which kind of sucks, but whatever. So if operator equals that, let's do something. All right. Plus, oh, plus, and we'll do times. All right. So if we have that, we'll do console log, we will do value 1 divided by value 2. And if we got this, we'll do minus plus, and we'll do times. All right. So we'll do 1 times 2. This should give us 2. Perfect. Let's do 4 divided by 2. Gives us 2. I guess I should probably do something other than that. So we'll do 8 divided by 2. Gives us 4. Awesome. 6 minus 3 gives us 3. Perfect. And we'll do 3 plus 9. That'll give us 12. Ooh, okay. Alright, so we got our first bug. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I didn't even think about this. So we're passing these in as strings, and remember the plus sign with strings is concatenation. So what we really want to do is, and we don't necessarily have to do it with the other operators because they don't try and convert anything. So we want to wrap these in number. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do num1, and this is just because anytime you do something like 2 or 3 times in a row, just do it once somewhere else. It just makes it far more likely that you will, make a typo, make a mistake, and then you could end up spending a couple hours solving some stupid typo because you missed a letter. So if I ever do something, the second time I'm doing the exact same thing, I stop and I'm like, okay, how can I do this once? All right. Okay, so this should work. So let's do 3 plus 9, and we got 12. Perfect. Okay, so let's do this, and we'll do calc input dot inner text is going to equal num1 divided by num2. And then here, we'll just do the same thing, but we'll minus it. And we'll do plus, and we'll do the same here. We'll do times. All right, so we do 3 plus 9. We get 12. Not sure why. Oh, it's because we're doing that. Okay. Yeah, we'll put that there. So what was happening was, because this calc input.inner text was after all of this, what would happen is we call this operator. It comes down here, it does whatever it wants to do. It puts that in the inner text, and then it does this. So this is, I guess, kind of be personal preference, but I don't want to see the equal sign there. Ooh, whoa, 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 not a num. What did we break, guys? 2 times 4. Uh-oh. It was all because I moved that up there. Oh, you know what? Shoot. So when I had this up at the top, it was adding a equal sign. And so I bet you I was passing an equal sign instead of a number. Yeah, so let's do 2 times, or well, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so see, I have this 3 equals, so you can't do math on a 3 equals. So that was So we're probably just going to have to deal with that equal sign, or we'll fix that later. I'm not going to worry about it right now. All right. Okay, so now we should be good. So we'll do 3 plus 6. 9. Perfect. And then we'll do 9 times 2 is going to be 18. Perfect. And we'll do 8 divided by 2 equals perfect. And we'll do 9 minus 2 is 7. Okay, cool. So we're about 34 minutes in here. I'm going to close this one out. We're obviously not done, but we have core functionality working. So, yeah, so I'll leave it at this. I hope you guys learned something. This is going to be a lot of fun, probably a couple more videos. But if you learned anything, even if you didn't learn anything, like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave in the comment section below, and I'll catch you in the next video.